For this project, I'm using a Southern Grace leather dye. It is the embossed cheetah dye with veg tan leather that I'm also getting wet. Getting it wet helps it to make the embossing deeper and last longer. Next, I'm using Leather Honey Leather Conditioner. This helps to keep the veg tan lasting longer, and it brings out the natural oils so that when you dye it, it doesn't dry it out too much. Next, I'm going to use the Pro Dye Dark Brown by Phoebings. This is going to give it a nice, rich, dark brown color. You can use the little swab to put it on, or even a paper towel. Next, I'm going to apply a thin layer of the Angelus Pearlescent Rose Gold with a fine tip paintbrush. I'm going to do a couple layers, so this will be my first layer. And it doesn't really matter how you put it on, you just want to get it on there. I'm also going to go ahead and paint the sides to give it a nice finished look. Some people prefer to have the natural veg tan look, but it really depends on what you are going for. For this, I'm going to apply the same Pearlescent Rose Gold by Angelus to the cheetah part. And I'm just going to do it all over. It doesn't matter, again, if it gets in the cracks. You just want to do it all over because we're going for a layered look. I went ahead and painted the sides of this one as well with the rose gold. Next, I'm taking some sandpaper and I'm just going to sand each of the pieces just to give them a rough look. But again, this will be a layered look, so it doesn't matter too much how the sanding is on this one. You just kind of want to sand it a little bit. So now I'm going to go back over the pieces with the Pro Dye Dark Brown by Phoebings. Make sure you let the stain dry. Typically 24 hours is what they recommend. Okay, so I'm painting here with a very fine tip brush and the rose gold pearlescent on the cheetah, embossed cheetah parts. I want to just make sure to only get on the cheetah parts, but I will go around and get the outside and some of the inside with the rose gold, but I want to avoid the lines, the center lines, so that those embossings will stand out better. I'm going to add another layer of rose gold to the plain shape, and then we will sand it here in a sec. Okay, so for sanding, I'm just kind of going in circles and sanding here and there depending on what you want it to look like. I like to give it just a little bit of like a distressed look. I'm adding Leather Finish by EcoFlow, the Super Sheen. It gives it a nice finish, not too glossy and not too matte, but somewhere in between. To finish it off, I'm going to take some gold earring hooks and use my needle nose pliers to add them on. And I did also end up cutting the tip of the earring off just so I can have it sit just right on the earring hook. Here's the final look. What do you guys think? Let me know.